Today I'm sharing some Amazon new releases that are getting a lot of buzz and hype and positive reviews. So I ordered everything and I narrowed it down. Everything in this video I do think is actually worth your money if you're drawn to it. But I did leave a couple things in. Like, I just had to show you some things that are so ridiculous. They're just laughable. As always, everything will be linked down below in the description box. Everything will be pinned in the top comment. And then if you want to scan this QR code, you can also shop there. All right, so up first, I want to share some beauty products that I'm genuinely impressed with. I keep wanting to say this is Summer Fridays, but it's Naked Sundays. It's their Beauty Screen Peptide Foundation Tint. And it does have an SPF of 50, but it is a mineral sunscreen and not a chemical sunscreen. So I do like that. And I just like the consistency of this. It is definitely not full coverage. It is more of a light to medium coverage, but the consistency of the formulation is very watery, which you like, maybe you don't like, but the thing is, it just went on the skin very easily. It blurred my skin really well. It looked very natural, but it still had coverage. It just made my skin look good. And I don't share foundations that much. I have a few of my like tried and true ones, but this one truly did impress me. It's getting amazing reviews. I'm wearing the shade 3. And yeah, I'm really impressed with it. And then we have It Cosmetics brand new concealer. It's called the Do It All Radiant Concealer. And I also really like this, which the thing is, It Cosmetics, like their foundation is just my holy grail, all-time favorite foundation. So their formulas, I already just love. And this is similar. I mean, it is a concealer, but the application is cool. You just twist it up and then there's a puff up here. It comes through the puff and then you just easily, glide it and slide it on your face. I always do my under eyes, maybe around my chin, sometimes my T-zone. And this blends well. It doesn't crease at all. There's really good coverage. And I guess kind of the benefit of using a product like this and It Cosmetics in general, they are a makeup brand, but they also put skincare into their products. So there's hyaluronic acid, there's niacinamide, there's other good things in this for your skin. So there's like an added benefit every time you wear it. And then this new product by L'Oreal also really impressed me. It's called Faux Brow. And I actually did get probably a lighter color than what I should have. I think I got like a light brown. I would usually be like a dark brown because of my hair. This is like an interesting tip. It's like this weird brush and it is bendable. Like it's not hard. It looks like it would be hard, but it is a brush and it just creates very natural, real looking brow hair strokes. And it's super easy. And I feel like in the footage, you can't really tell that anything is happening. And I think half of it is because I did get a lighter color, but then also just the angle of the camera, like you can't really see, but it really does work. And it's quick. This doesn't smudge or smear. I mean, even I just did some right here. It doesn't smear at all, but it creates very lifelike, real looking brow hairs on your brow. So you just fill them in, it lasts all day and it looks very, very natural. And then we have this lip liner by Morphe, which is what I'm wearing right now today. And I don't think that this is a new release by the brand. I think this is just new on Amazon because it was on the new release section. But I got the shade Soul Matte, which is, to me, such a universal shade. It's very similar to my favorite lip liner. I literally just talked about this in a recent video, my go-to lip combo, which is the Charlotte Tilbury Iconic Nude Lip Liner with my favorite gloss. So anyway, I am wearing the gloss today over top of this lip liner, but in the footage you're seeing here, I put on Carmex on top, which is my favorite lip balm. I wear that all the time too, and that can actually look really nice over lip liners. But anyway, this formulation is very buttery. It glides right on. You just like slide this up. It's way easier than like having to use a pencil sharpener. So I really am impressed with this product. But here is an example of something not worth it. Okay, this is a fish, a rubber fish that is supposed to plump up your lips. Yeah, this is stupid. This is really bad. This is the #1 new release in lip plumping devices, okay? And I was like, okay, I'll give it a go. And I knew this wasn't gonna work, and so I didn't even film it until like right before I started filming this video. But this is my lips beforehand, okay? Normal, like blah lips, nothing on my lips. They look kind of chapped. I need that Carmex. So you just like stick your lips in this fish, I guess, and it's supposed to like suction them and then like make them big. It's supposed to like pull the blood. Clearly, like as you can see, it's not working. This isn't even sticking to my lips. I like really went in there hard squeezing and it just falls off. This is so dumb. And honestly, that was expected. Okay, but let's bring it back to the good stuff. So this is a brand new flat hair clip by the brand Kitsch. And I've been loving this because in general, I've been enjoying wearing the claw clips in my hair. I feel like they're really stylish and it's just like a cooler way to wear your hair up or back than just like a ponytail. So I always have to buy like the really big ones, and even like the big ones sometimes don't hold all of my hair, but that's a completely separate issue. The main issue is I'll put my hair in a claw clip and then I get in the car and it's like so uncomfortable on my head, so I have to take out the whole hairstyle and like redo it when I get to the destination. But then more than that, it's actually very dangerous for you to have a claw clip in your hair in the car, because if you get into an accident, that will break. And there's been like documented horrible situations where the claw will literally go into your skull. So that's very graphic and morbid. But this is a flat clip that it is chunky. Like, it holds all of my hair. It's so easy to use. It's comfortable. It's flat. And yeah, I don't have to like keep taking it in and out, and I can wear it all day. Okay, so it's actually a few days later, but there's 2 hair products that I want to add into this video because they are new releases, and I did have them when I was filming. I just didn't know if I actually liked them and wanted to recommend them. So the first being this Marie hair oil. So this technically isn't a new release. I thought it was. Apparently it's the same formula, but they redid the packaging and like the name, which I actually think I got the older version, but it's still the same product in the formulation. But it is such a good hair serum. In fact, I was wearing it in the video that you're watching. If you go back or just keep watching the video, you'll see like how shiny my hair. That was the first day I used it. My hair looks so shiny in that video. So today I wanted to do like a little before and after. This is right before I sat down right now to film. My hair was styled from yesterday. As you can see, there's some frizz to it. It doesn't look terrible, but it looks dry. It looks frizzy. This is usually the way my hair looks like when I wake up. All I did was add a tiny bit of this hair oil and put it through my hair from, 3/4 down, really focusing on the ends, really kind of like rubbing it into my hair. And this is now what my hair looks like. It's crazy. Like, it works incredibly well. So I just wanted to tell you, give this a try. You can use it on dry hair or wet hair. The main instructions actually are for wet hair, but there is biotin, keratin, there's hydrolyzed silk, and I think that's really what makes your hair super shiny. There's a lot of vitamins like A and E and all of that. It has a really light scent, which I appreciate. A lot of hair oils are so fragrant. I always have a code with them, and it's just Whitney for 20% off. So I always double check it because I swear one of these days it's going to expire. It's Whitney for 20% off all of the Marie products on Amazon. And then we have this brand new Color Wow dry shampoo. It's called Insta Wow. It's an advanced dry shampoo. I'm pretty sure they're trying to compete with the Living Proof advanced dry shampoo. Now that stuff is a beast, but oh my gosh, if I use that, it's like I've been hit with a chemical bomb. So this has the same power as that, but it's way less fragrant. I feel like it works just the same, if not better. There is a slight white cast at first, and then it dissipates and it leaves your hair feeling really, really clean. I feel like it gets rid of the oil rather than just like covering it up. It just makes the texture of your hair on top feel really nice. I want to be clear though, I don't think this is like a super healthy dry shampoo. I know a lot of you don't care about that. Some of you do. If you just want something that really does work very well, I think you'll be very happy with this. Alrighty, so now moving along to some lovely fashion items. So this top I'm wearing is definitely a Free People inspired top. And when I first saw it on Amazon, I was like, oh, that definitely looks like Free People. That's like a very popular best-selling shirt. But I still didn't love like the product photo. I still ordered it, and now that I have it, I really like it. It's thick, it feels very high quality, and I love the little scalloped details. So there's like this really nice detailing around the neckline, around the arms as well. It's nicely ribbed. It feels thick. Like, I know this is white. It's not see-through at all. There's a lot of other colors. It's very basic, very feminine and cutesy, but I really like it. And then this is a top I ordered. Again, it's a brand new release. It is just a satin button-down shirt. And I think depending on what color I would have ordered, maybe I wouldn't have liked this as much, but I did get this really pretty brown, and I thought it would be very nice for the fall season coming up. And I think on camera, like right now, it is showing up a little like reddish orangey brown, but in real life, it's like this perfect chocolate mocha color. It really is a beautiful shade. So I thought this would just be like a nice kind of like elevated, like a little dressy top that I could wear this season. And then we have some newly released jewelry. So here are some stud earrings. I can't remember what brand this is, but they're kind of like statement earrings, statement studs that give off like an artsy cool girl vibe. And I obviously got them in yellow gold, but I wouldn't say they're like hammered metal, but they're like wavy metal. And they definitely are noticeable on your ears, which is why I like them, but they're not huge and overpowering either. I feel like they're just like a cool and different earring. And then we're back to something that I don't know if I love or hate. And what's interesting is it's by the brand Pavoy. Like this is my favorite jewelry brand on Amazon. And it's weird. It's weird. It is where did it go? I lost it. Oh, here it is. It is a nail ring. And I don't mean like a nail, like Cartier nail head. No, I mean like an actual ring that you put on your finger just at the tip. And you like decorate your nail with it. And you might think, oh, that would just fall off. Well, it is adjustable. You pinch it so it doesn't like fall off. And then you just leave it on the tip of your finger. I think most people do their ring finger, but like even holding it up, it kind of looks cute like that. But I'm also like, every time I see it, I'm like, what's on my hand? What's on my finger? I like, even if I move around, like it doesn't fall off. But it's also just bizarre. I don't know. I don't think I like this, but it seems like a lot of other people maybe do. Like maybe this is the cool new hip thing. Maybe we're gonna be seeing these everywhere in the next year. I have no idea. But you can get this in silver. I got yellow gold. There's like gemstones around, so it definitely catches the light. But I think it's a no for me. But next we have this Bag Smart Puffer crossbody bag. It does come in black and a few other shades, but I did get it in this nude color, and I just don't have a bag in this shade like at all. And I really like this, I do. And obviously it is kind of a specific sporty style, so depending on what you're wearing, this might look really dumb. But if you are wearing something more athleisurely, this will look really cool, and I think it would also be amazing for travel. I just love the Bag Smart brand on Amazon as well. I have a lot of toiletry and like luggage pieces of theirs, but this is nice. So let me just quickly explain that there are multiple compartments. So there's a lot of organization, but the main compartment has a whole wallet section that's built in, and it is RFID safe and protected. And then also there is a back compartment. So again, if you are traveling and you want to like keep your ID or like keys or something just completely safe, you could stick it in there and it's going to be protected against your chest or your back. This is also very adjustable. You can wear it on your left or right side, and you can like change sides based on the strap. So anyway, I really like this. I think the price is really good, and yeah, it looks cool. Okay, moving along to something that is a new release, and I think it could be amazing for some people, maybe not so much me. And Lord knows I did not need any more freaking black leggings, but these were getting some hype and attention, and they're the leggings where like the back has like this V, and then they're just like the way they're sewn, they are going to emphasize your butt and make your butt look bubbly and juicy and just like all the good things, right? But I think you have to have somewhat of a butt to begin with. And I'm not saying like I'm completely flat. I just think this doesn't look as good on me as it would a lot of other people. These feel really soft and nice. And like, I think if you're the right candidate, I think you would fall in love with these. I'm not sure they're for me, but I also don't want to like not recommend them either. So anyway, check them out. You don't have to get black. I just decided to like get the classic color. And then this next top kind of is in a similar genre. It's like the workout athletic genre, but I don't think this is a new release because I definitely already bought this like 6 months ago and I loved it, but it was on the new release section. So it jogged my memory of how much I loved this top. So I more just want to like tell you about it. I think it looks so nice on, but it is a workout or like Pilates yoga top. It is long sleeve though, but it ties. So you can like tie it around your waist and make it fit you perfectly. It is so flattering. Like it really, really is. It's just cotton. So it doesn't have polyester or any of like the plasticky materials in it. So sometimes, you know, if you're working out or sweating or whatever, you don't want to be wearing the synthetic materials, whereas this is again just cotton. So I also remember loving that about it. Okay, moving along to a few things that are kind of out of the ordinary, but I do like them. These are bug zapping, like indoor bug zapping lights. So in the past, I've shared those bug trap lights where it's like you plug it in and it lights up and then there's a sticky back and then the bugs will be attracted to it and they get stuck on the back. I mean, those work. It slowly kills the bugs, which isn't ideal. This is instant. It instantly kills the bugs. It still gives off that purple light, the blue purple light. It's best that you do this in an area of your home where this is like the only light source. You just plug it in, turn it on, it lights up, and then yeah, it definitely, it's that they fly right into it. It kills them. So this comes with 2, and I've only had them for maybe like a couple weeks, maybe a week or so. I see bugs in there though. It definitely works. And then this is really nice. It is a devotional coloring book. Now, obviously it's not for everyone, but if it piques your interest, I do really like it. It is a hardback book, and when you open it, it lays completely flat, which is really nice. There's 77 devotionals. You'll notice on one side it has the devotional, and then the other side it has a black and white photo that you can then color in. So you could do this in the morning, you could do this at night, whenever you want, just like something to kind of take your mind off of things. But what I like to do is I'll make like a cup of coffee or tea. I will read the one side. It usually has like a passage from the Bible, then a few paragraphs that gives you specific things that you could apply to your own life. And then I get out my markers. Now I will link these markers. I actually got them on Amazon a few years ago. They're still holding up strong. There's so many colors. They're dual-ended, but the thicker end of the marker is a long felt tip marker that honestly feels kind of like a paintbrush. It's really cool. It disperses the color really nicely, and I will color in the one side of the page as I'm thinking about and kind of reflecting on what I just read. It kind of like forces you in a nice way to just think about what you just learned about and like how you could apply it to your own life. So I really do like the idea behind this. Again, everything in this video will be linked down below in the description box. I'll also have everything pinned in the top comment. Thank you so much. Please subscribe if you're new. I would love to have you back, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.